right? Is that a list of all the do's and don'ts for your players, or?
No, they're not that many. Not that many.
You also feel the team's, given the last few results, in a good place going into such a big game?
Yeah, obviously we could be we could have a worse lead-in than we've had the last couple of weeks. So it's good to be where we are, and we want to stay there. So we need to keep performing and improving, and that's what we try to do. Now we know it's a big occasion on Saturday, and some might come to the conclusion that we have an advantage because our lead-in has been a little bit better than St. Mirren's, but I really don't think that matters on Saturday. It's a big game, a big event, and both clubs have everything to win. So obviously today it feels good, but on Saturday everything is reset, and then it's a special day.
No disrespect to St. Mirren, but when you avoided Celtic and Rangers in the draw, is this a real opportunity to reach a showpiece final?
Look, it's always when you're in a semi-final, it's always a real opportunity. It's the last stop before the final. So no matter who we face, it's a big opportunity, and it's a big game, and it's a very, very tough opponent. I think St. Mirren is really good at what they do, and hard to play. We felt that last time we played them, and I expect it to be even harder, even though they haven't had a good run of results the last couple of weeks. I think it's, as I said before, I don't really think it matters, and they are not too overly concerned or fussed about that we probably will have more possession, because they know how good they are in the moments where they have possession or where they can get the ball up in our end. So a tough game against an opponent that St. Mirren, Glasgow, Rangers or Celtic, it doesn't matter. It's going to be a big opportunity and a difficult game.
When you joined the club, Jens, did you have that on your list of targets that you want to take the team to a final if you can? And if that were the case, did you think you could do that in season one?
Well, I had the targets that I want to win as many games as possible, and obviously when you enter the cup, you want to do well, and you want to see how far you can go. And this is the first cup we are participating in this season, and it means a lot for us to see how far we can go and see if we can go to a final. We're all here to win and to win trophies, and that's the first opportunity this season. So we're going to go all in to see if we can make that. The first step is to get us to the final. So obviously we're all hopeful for that. I think we are that in general. Every season, no matter if it's my first season here or my 10th, we would be hopeful to reach a final.
What do you think reaching a final would do for the journey that you and the group have been on in terms of kicking it on and giving them maybe belief that what they're doing is working?
I think they have plenty of belief. They've showed that. So it's not like we need to reach a final to create the belief we need. It will give us a lot of positive attention. That's always nice. And then it will be another indication that the club is moving in the right direction.
When Rahman asked about avoiding Celtic Rangers, if you do progress, you face them, is there a collective belief that right now for Motherwell that no matter who you play, if you deliver what you're asking them to do, you've got a good chance?
No, I think so. I think we've showed that and demonstrated that in every game that when we're at our best, any team of the league find it difficult to play us, and then we also know that if we are not at our very best, both attacking and defending, then we can also lose to any team in the league, and that's, I think, football in a nutshell, especially modern football, because all teams, they know how to find a way to be competitive on the day, and then it's up to us to make sure that no matter who we play, we find our best level.
There'll be a big Motherwell support there for the occasion at Hampden. I wonder, does the pitch help, the size of the pitch, given the type of game that you play?
We'll see. It's not something we've speculated in because we can't really move the lines no matter what. We have to deal with whatever we play on it. And I was asked a question going into the Livingston game if we had spent any time discussing their pitch, and we had spent absolutely 0 seconds on discussing the pitch. The only thing I told them the day before on the -1 was that remember to bring the right footwear because we are playing AstroTurf, just if someone had forgotten. We'll play on whatever size or shape or color pitch they offer us, and deal with that, and then we'll have to see if we can try and make that to our advantage, that the pitch is a little bit bigger.
Yes, how do you do anything different? It's a big occasion for fans, but also the players as well. Someone not put at Hampden before. You do anything different, preparation-wise, build-up-wise at all for this game?
No, because and yes, no. The rhythm leading into the game will be the same, and I think that's important because you try and make a rhythm and a schedule that gives you the perfect preparation to be able to perform at any game. The only thing that we have done a little bit different is that we have trained a little bit more penalties lately and tried to incorporate that in the small-sided games, and so it has been given an edge of competitiveness, and also with a little bit of heart rate up when we take the penalties, and so far it's looked good. They've been banging in the penalties in the back of the net, and so if we need that, then we feel confident that we can be successful in that aspect as well.
Just actually got a couple of players who went off last night. Stephen O'Donnell looked like he knew something was wrong when he went down. How is he after looking at him today?
Well, he's okay. For now, it's just Aston who's definitely out for the game. And then we'll assess sorts later today and tomorrow, and make a late call on him. And whoever we're going to bring for the game tomorrow.
And to Landa, he obviously looked like he was struggling a wee bit as he walked around the pitch at the end. Is that just fatigue?
Yeah, I think he was just a little bit tired. There was a lot of deep runs from him yesterday, and he had to track their wing back or the high fullback deep into our own half at times too. So he'll be fine.
Talking about getting the players' heart rates up before taking penalties, how do you go about doing that? And do you know who your pool of penalty takers are just now? Should it go to that?
We have an idea, and then we will make a list tomorrow, the prioritized list, and prepare that. And then as the players they come off and are not on the pitch, if we end in a penalty, then obviously we'll cross them off. And then we know things can happen during the game where a player might not feel confident, or he might have cramp, or have half an injury or something that I don't feel like taking, and then we'll adjust from there. But we have an idea based on the things we've seen and the data we've collected from their penalties, both in games and in training over the last period. And then we'll see. Obviously, if when we play small-sided games, then we can, and the heart rate is up, we can take some penalties, a couple to each team. Instead of having a break, then we do penalties in the break, and then the heart rate is up. It's competitive, and that's a way to do it, and something we've tried. Instead of doing it 10-15 minutes after training, where the heart rate is low and there's no like real competitiveness about it.
Right. Any Hampden experience for you?
No, not so far. So I'm also really excited about going there.
There's been a bit of chat that whether Hampden should stage a semi-final when the two clubs can't fill its capacity. Are you well in favour of that rule being in place, that it should be at Hampden no matter what the turnout is?
Look, I think it's probably an opportunity to give more clubs the occasion, offer them the occasion to go to Hampden, because if it's just in the final, then obviously there will be lesser clubs, and I think it means a lot especially a club of our size to get that to our fans. And we have sold now around 8,300 tickets, which is more than we sold last year, and it's fantastic support. We will probably sell some more before the game. So it's amazing, and it shows how many people around Motherwell who are looking forward to that game, and how big an occasion it is for them. So I think it's cool, and it's nice for people around Scotland to give more people around Scotland who make sure that this football culture up here is special, that they get the experience to go to Hampden.
Given the enormity of the occasion, if you had more friends and family say, right, I want to see this, I want to be there as well.
Yeah, my in-laws are actually coming over for the family. I'm picking them up today.
How do you feel about that?
No, I'm really excited. I look forward to see them, and they're really excited also to have the opportunity to go to Hampden.
Do you get on with them yet?
Absolutely. They are fantastic people, and so it's going to be some really good days with them.
Where are they coming from specifically?
They're from Jutland.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
You talked about the occasion and a different feel to it because it's such a big game. Have you walked around the town, or do you walk around the town, and do you get a different sense in this town that this is a big moment?
I haven't really walked that much around town here, so I haven't really had that sense around town here. But I hear from almost everyone in and around the club when I meet them here over the last 2, 3, 4 weeks, more and more the last couple of weeks, how much they are really excited about that day, and they keep asking me. It's going to be a special day, and it has felt like they've almost forgot that we had a really important game yesterday. I sense around the place here that there's a lot of excitement about Saturday, and I would probably feel that even more so if I went for a walk downtown.
Do you sense that the players as well, that they've kind of bought into your style of play so much? Focus has been really key on that as well. That's going to help them on Saturday. They're going out there and they're going to try and bring their style of football to Hampden, and that's going to help them just kind of focus on the football rather than the occasion and get sidetracked by that.
I think obviously the biggest difference from playing here to playing at Hampden in a semi-final is all the fuss and emotions about being in a semi-final and spectacle around that. And I think hopefully our approach will help, since it's not based on the emotional status of the game or the result. We try to apply our style of play no matter what the result is in the game, the occasion, where we are, who we play. And hopefully it will be fruitful on Saturday, and I expect St. Mirren to do exactly the same, to do what they do best. And then we will see.
You mentioned earlier, Jens, that St. Mirren's last few games, bar last night, shouldn't be looked into too much. Or you'd be looking at last night's result, the team that managed to get a draw against Hearts, to give an indication of what might lie ahead this weekend.
Oh, again, we don't. Obviously, we analyze the results over time of the opposition club. It shows, it indicates some sort of strength. Yeah. But the most important thing is to look at their performance, because again yesterday there were some really tight calls, who could have thrown that game in all directions results-wise. But it doesn't really change the performance. So that's what we're looking at. What details are important. Some of the things will, as were important yesterday, will be important again against St. Mirren. And I think in some phases, especially the amount of pressure they can put on us on set plays and in the box when they load with a lot of people and put in crosses, they are really strong. So we have to try and be strong in that phase, and also avoid too much volume of that game against us.
Good man. We wish you well.
All right. Thank you
very much.